They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. Escaping, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set. 180.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mariota. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Mariota now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Mariota now from the 50. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jarrell Casey forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run with Pumphrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Shifts by at the 15. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Mariota. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Switzer now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry for Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Set, move in.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Now he's flushed out left. Walker with a grab, left side. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally
let's go.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now out come the Steelers. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Line. Get it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start with a give to Connor. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Throwing, Mariota. Oh, and got his man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now Newton. Being chased out left. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And the Titans getting set to go. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Switzer now to return. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 54 yards. Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. Newton takes it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mariota on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Out come the Titans now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting this slip away.
This is caught inside the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Throwing here, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Newton. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Newton, forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of